What's up, guys? It's your favorite distro hopper here today with a spooky devlog and to announce the release of Serial Wizard 1.0. Yes, I've created a desktop application for cross-platform. You, your mama, Mac, Windows, Linux, whatever you need, I got you. Now, Serial Wizard is basically just a serial interface where you can send and receive data over UART. Currently, to test today, I'm going to be using this PyPico and a fancy enclosure, plugging it into my computer, and we will attempt to communicate with it. Cool! So, you can download this, head over to the repository in the description below, drop a star, come over to the releases, and you can download whatever you need for your operating system. So I'm currently running a new Mint install, by the way, and I'm going to be running this app image right here. You can also probably do the Debian install with root privileges and stuff. So let's just get into it. Launch the application. And here we go. So this is what the application looks like. It's pretty simple. It's pretty slick. If you've checked out my devlog of Tauri, I started working on this project a few months ago, and you might notice some changes. One thing is it doesn't look like doo-doo garbage, and I've cleaned up the UI a lot. This new menu bar looks pretty good, the sending looks sleek, and the logo isn't bad as well. So, if you want to use this application, what is it useful for? Good question. Head over to the serial feature or menu, and you can select your serial port. So currently I'm running Linux, and I know that this one is the Raspberry Pi right now. So I select that. You can select your baud rate, and your ending right here. You can send a new line or a carriage return or both, and whatever you send, pressing the send button down here, it will tack it onto the end. Very cool. So go over here to press connect, and I've programmed my PyPico to just shout hello world over and over and over. And this is great. This means that it's working. And I've also tested this, if you were curious, on Mac, Linux, and and Windows. So that's awesome. Cool. But what if I wasn't looking? What if I needed to go do something and I wanted to still see the output? That's a great question. I thought of that, and I have an answer for you. There is a new feature called Record. So under Record, you can start and set a folder. So under here in Home, Me, Documents, I'm going to call this Logger. Select, and when I press Record, it is going to make a new file in that directory that I just specified. So now I pressed Record, and it should be recording. So everything that the Pi is outputting right now should get recorded into Logger. And there we go, we can see that, Serial Wizard, and we see that it has shouted hello world at us several times. Pretty cool stuff. I think that's pretty useful, and it's a feature that I wanted, so I just willed it into existence. Now that's all fine and dandy, but this wouldn't be a devlog if we didn't take a look at the juicy code, so let's just hop right in. So, a few changes to the front end. I've been practicing this modular scaffolding where I have this components thing, and it really cleaned up my index.js, and I think the front end is looking pretty good. I've split it up into this some files here, menu and header, and what I'd like to showcase today, and that took quite a bit of work, but the main difference of what I've been working on is this multi-threading backend application. So what I previously had was basically the old application. What it would do is the front end would basically just keep polling the back end and saying, do you have new data yet? Do you have new data yet? And this was very slow and stupid. So I changed it. And thank you to Rust for its ease of just multi-threading. Oh, I just love it so much. So what I was able to do is create a serial port and start multi-threading. Basically, I just open up one thread, and this continues to the regular thread, and this will do the polling for me. And the advantage of this is the back end will emit changes to the front end for me, so I don't have to be the back end and keep checking. and wasting those resources. The front end can do whatever it needs to do, and whenever there's a change, it will get that change. And let's see how that happens. So here in the main, when I press start onto the front end, when I press connect, it runs this right here. And then it will run the serial wrapper start clone thread. So it will make a clone of the serial port and start the thread and move it into the thread. And you can see here we do some atomic behaviors to control the loop, and we have a while loop inside this thread. This is an infinite while loop, and we do a match on this read on the clone, and we do a read on the port, and we do a match. And if there is something to report, we come in here into this OK, and then we just emit changes to the front end. And actually, I'm looking at the wrong one. So here we go. So app.emit all onto this update serial event, and this is corresponding to the front end. And this is my my message box. So this displays what the message is currently is, and we can see that update serial right here is the event that is being listened to from the front end. So we just listen to it, and it's basically just a callback. And whenever update serial receives anything, we basically just write the new lines to the front end, and just basically that's just this hello world. So the back end now tells the front end, and I'm pretty happy with this. I think it's not the most elegant solution. I think I could really spend a lot more time in the back end of the Rust, but I've done a lot of testing. I've done a lot of error handling. For instance, if you're recording and you try to disconnect, it won't let you do that. I have these nice little pop-ups. If you're recording and you disconnect and you start to record again, you can't do that. If you select the incorrect port, it won't let you do that. And I spent a lot of time polishing, and I think it's looking pretty good. Well, thank you guys so much. If you're interested, please head over to my repository, link in the description. Please, if I could ask anything, not a sub, but a star. If you appreciate my work and you think this is worthy of your star, I would love to have it. And you can come over here to releases and download it for yourself. Guys, thank you so much for watching and viewing my devlog. I appreciate you guys. I will see you in the next one. Stay spooky. Happy October. Happy Halloween. Woo. Woo. Bye.